Hi students, so we keep talking about the exam preparation strategy, but this video, rather than the strategy, there's some small points to be noted because in the exam like GATE, in highly competitive exam, every small thing and observation matters. Okay, so GATE 2025 examination was conducted in the month of February. Now, if we analyze the GATE 25 paper, okay, what are the important lessons and observations that you should make? There are some points that you have to be careful. There are some things that you have to really, introduce in your preparation pattern, okay, so that you really get a good rank in the upcoming year as well, right? So those observations I'm going to talk about, rather, that preparation strategy, how to prepare for concepts, from where to practice, all these things we keep talking about. Okay, now what are my observations and what are important things to take here? Okay, let's talk about them one by one. But at the same time, okay, before I start, one small question for you, just see if you can answer yourself. Okay, which organization is most likely going to conduct the GATE 2026 examination? Okay, 2025 was conducted by Roorkee. And why I say most likely? Okay, because as of now, there are 8 organizing body, the 7 IITs, the 7 old IITs, and the IISc Bangalore. Okay, so if there is no add-on body, if the 8 bodies remain to be as the organizing body, which is most likely going to be, then it's going to be IIT Guwahati turn. Okay, 2010, 2018, and hence 2026, IIT Guwahati should be conducting the GATE 2026 examination. Okay. Now, yeah, let's get started, with the points of interest, that is the GATE 2025 highlights and important lessons to learn from them. Okay. Now, first, okay, the first observations is with respect to the technical area, I would say, the technical subjects. Okay, number of MSQs. Okay, definitely, it is definitely a variable. They don't fix it up, but the trend suggests that the MSQs are on a higher side, and it can be any number. Like this year, if you see, number of MSQs in EC 14, EE 4, instrumentation also 4. Okay. Okay, but yeah, sometimes it may be as, number as 4, 5, or sometimes it may be 8, 10, or something like, 14, 15 as well. The point is you have to be prepared for MSQs. Around 4 to 5 are going to come, maybe next year as well. It may be around 15 as well. Okay, so that is one important thing. Your preparation should align with MSQs. Now, why I'm repeating this point is because in MSQ, since you have to thoroughly go through each and every option, means your concept and understanding of the question should be totally clear. And remember, if it is a MSQ question, okay, it is definitely going to take more time as compared to a regular MCQ or NAT question, because each and every options has to be analyzed. Okay, in MCQ, one option correct, you go forward. Okay, but here you have to quickly you have to be quickly going through each and every option. Also, one more point, if it is MSQ questions, high chances that the question can be of conceptual nature as well. Okay, so if it is of conceptual nature, okay, your understanding, your learning will actually play an important role. Okay, many people are good at solving questions, but when it understanding the statement, the language, there they fall short. So you have to practice those questions as well. I mean, when you're preparing your notes, you have to thoroughly read, you have to understand each and every point, so that you are able to analyze MSQ questions, because many questions in MSQ will be analysis based as well. Analysis of the concept, of understanding of the statement, what statement is given. Okay, sometimes these are the options given, 4 options, which of the following is or are true. Then the next interesting part with MSQs is what clearly IIT says. MSQ is a multiple select question where one or more options can be correct. So clearly they mention even one can be correct, and they have, even in the previous year, clearly given the questions, MSQ questions with only one option correct. If I talk about this particular year, okay, especially in EC, okay, this particular year, EC, 4 questions are there, 4 MSQs are there with only single option correct. And really, exam day itself, when I spoke to several students, especially those who have actually got the good rank, they clearly came up with the comment that yes, because it was single option correct, although they got it right answer, but still they were spending some more time just to be sure ki how MSQ means one option correct, there should be more option correct. No, it is not like that. Okay, but again, if the same thing happens to you in the exam hall, I know little bit time you will also spend. Okay, is it only one option correct? Okay, it is MSQ, right? It should be more. That automatically in the exam time will come. But what will help there? Again, your total conceptual clarity. If you are conceptually strong, you can take the call. Yes, one option means one option correct, other 3 are wrong. That confidence you should have, and that confidence will only come with confidence. With concept. So what I mean to say, summary is, to be able to handle MSQs, okay, whether single option correct or multiple option correct, you should be conceptually strong. And anytime, GATE is a conceptual paper. Okay. Now next is, okay, we have seen over the years, and this year also interestingly, round off in NATs. Like I will give you one example. Okay, and there are several such examples. Okay, now they've started mentioning, okay, round off. Now round off means there are two cases. Okay, round off means sometimes they say to up to 2 or 3 decimal places. Okay, this is one comment they place, and another comment that places round off to nearest integer. What they say here, round off to nearest integer. Okay, now one question in electrical this year, very simple, a directional derivative question, just taking a mathematics common example. Okay, very basic. If anybody has gone through very basics of vector, it's a direct formula question and it was for 2 marks. Okay, so that looks like a bonus question for 2 marks. Okay, the answer I remember was somewhere like 1 upon root 5. Okay, which is approximately 0.45. Okay, but at the end of the question, they have written clearly round off to the nearest integer. Now, in the exam, if you don't read it, okay, because you think, okay, question is done, na? and it is okay also that you know the way to solve question, but because they mentioned round off to the nearest integer, official answer came up to be 0. First official answer. I'll tell you why it is first official answer. It came up to be 0 and surprised many students. And at this point of time, you can't even, blame IIT as well. I mean, yeah, there is something to be blamed. There is, okay, why you are testing on rounding off? Actually, IIT should test the students on concept, not on rounding off. So that part is not good with them. Okay, but since they written that statement, the round off to nearest integer, so you can't find with them. Okay, but yes, many students challenged it. Even I supported students to go and challenge this question. Okay, and then the corrected answer which came up, okay, they given the range. Okay, then they've given the range. I think 0 to 1 they specified the range. Because usually if it is, a fractional answer or a decimal answer, okay, they will give a range. Okay, so they've given some range 0 to 1. But okay, IIT Roorkee considered it. Okay, maybe IIT Guwahati doesn't consider, because they can say we have mentioned round off to nearest integer. Okay, maybe they are ethically not correct. Okay, but if I say what to say, officially they are correct. They have written it. So they, even if they say the answer 0, you can't be like fighting with them. Okay, so what I mean here is go through the question, and an NAT question, if they mention round off to 2 decimal place or round off to nearest integer, please do it. Why to take a risk? Okay, although it should be corrected like this, but why to take a risk? Okay, so be careful. That is the message. See, that is what the key observations I am talking about. That is the reason I have made this video. Small key observation. So if any question NAT mentions round off to this much, round off to integer, round off to this decimal place, please do it. Okay, don't take a risk. Do it. Okay. I mean, you will definitely do it. It's a simple thing. You have to be alert. My message is be alert in reading NAT especially. Okay, in NAT. Now, in the technical areas, whether if I talk about ECW or instrumentation, especially EC or EE, okay, PYQs definitely played an important role. That means a student who has done 10-15 years of PYQs, he can handle many questions with confidence. Question was not repeated exact, but similar models came up, okay, right, or related models came up. Okay, so PYQs every year played, but this year also PYQs played an important role. Many questions you can solve directly if you are clear with the PYQs. Okay, if you have done at least 10-15 years or more. So what I suggest students right now is, if you have a doubt how many years PYQs, at least solve from 2010 onwards, because 2010 is the year where this pattern was introduced. Okay, that 65 question pattern. Okay, now will the pattern or syllabus change this year? I don't know. Let's wait for the official notification. Okay, pattern most likely should not change. Syllabus also not expected to be changed. But even if syllabus change, anytime if the syllabus has changed, it has been 5 to 7% of deviation. So don't really wait, okay, it's going to be a major syllabus change. Never. 2021, yes, IIT Bombay slightly changed the syllabus. Previous to that, 2016 was the syllabus changed by IIT Bangalore, but each time syllabus was changed, it was some minor deviations. Okay, with respect to the previous syllabus, some 5 to 7%, so that is okay. Some plus, some minus will be there. Okay, so even if syllabus is going to be little bit, modified, don't worry, you keep your preparation going on. Okay, that 5-7% is not a very big thing to, wait on. Okay, so PYQs this year also, if you are appearing, make a target 2010 to 2025. So that makes it, I believe, 16 years. 16 years compulsorily you have to solve. And again, I suggest you, The common subjects like controls or signals or mathematics, you should solve, like control and signals or network, you should solve ECEEIN, common to all three branch. You should solve all PYQs irrespective of your branch. Maybe you are EC, but you solve all three. Okay. Similarly, if it is maths, try to solve all six branch, including CS also and civil and mechanical. You will get a good variety of practice and you will be really comfortable. So do it this year as well. Okay. Now, okay, every time, and this year also there are some unexpected areas. Now that is why students keep on asking important areas. I have told also, and every faculty will tell you important areas. The reason is, once I say important area, see, whenever I've taken any session with respect to important area, or whether if I tell it in the offline class also, I have clearly told, okay, this is important, means you have to focus more. If I say, if I say these 8 topics are important and these 2 topics are not important, suppose out of 10, okay, or usually out of 10, the ratio will be 7 important, 3 not that important. So if I tell you 7 important, means you have to practice more there. Okay, you have to spend more time there. Okay, you have to revise these topics more. But when I say 3 topics not that important, doesn't mean you have to miss it. Means, okay, you go through, it should be there in your notes, but not a lot of practice is needed. Okay, because if the questions are coming, you should be able to handle them. And many a times from this unexpected area, they'll put up a simple question. But the point is, because people think that, okay, this question has not come up from, this topic has not come up from past 8 years, they will not ask it. Suddenly they can ask in GATE 26 and it will be mostly of simple nature. Then what you will do, if you have not studied, you are 0. But if you have studied roughly and it's a simple question, it's in your pocket. Okay, so don't leave any topic. So whenever we make important versus important means spend more time there, practice more there. Unimportant means go through. Unimportant is not for leaving. I never suggest student to leave any subject or any topic. Okay, right. Study as, see, maybe 100%, 1 or 2 topics from some subject may be missed, 100% not completed, but it is try for maximum syllabus coverage. Okay, try. So this is what I want to tell you here is try for maximum syllabus coverage. You never know which topic can come up next year. Okay, the IITs are unpredictable in this case. Okay, that analysis we cannot make. Okay, we can make definitely analysis of important areas, but unimportant are not to be missed. Okay, so maximum syllabus coverage has to be taken. Now, some challenging subjects, suppose if I take, electronics branch, EDC, okay, which many students find it to be challenging. Now, suppose if a student finds EDC difficult and he leaves it, okay, but what happened in GATE 25? EDC, good weightage, but very easy. Even if, somebody just read once, just once, he or she will be able to answer almost 100%. But if you leave it, that means you will miss most of the marks, right? Okay, so don't miss any subject. Even if it is a challenging subject, you never know, it might be easy. Okay, or, even the, weightage deviation like EMT. Okay, again, a challenging subject, EMT I'll complete for EC students. Only 3 questions this time. Okay, and easy. 2 questions from static part. So that is what I meant, unexpected area. Usually EC student, EE students will get question from static part. EC students will not get the question from static part. Okay. But yes, they got 2 questions from static part. Okay. Okay. So starting and up to time varying field part. I mean, not from the regular transmission line or antenna or waveguide or wave propagation. Clear? So that is why I told you, have the maximum syllabus coverage. Okay. And, study every subject. Some even difficult subjects can be easy. Okay, and at the same time, some easy subjects, okay, like control and digital had good questions. Not all good questions, but one good questions, which targeted the conceptual depth of the student. Okay, so although you feel it as easy subject, but 1 or 2 questions were really good. Okay, at the same time, if I talk about like instrumentation, because many ECEE students target instrumentation as well. Okay, usually instrumentation paper, especially common subjects like signals, control, network is usually easy. But this year, even the common subjects like signals, control had a lot of good questions in instrumentation. Some good questions and some lengthy time taking questions. Okay, and that is the reason instrumentation paper this year has been low scoring, pretty much low scoring. Even at 40-45 marks, students have got very good rank. I think around 45 marks rank under 100. Okay, that is really not the pattern of instrumentation branch. So what I mean is, see, this happened, and that sometimes happen with EE branch, sometimes with EC branch. Okay, so any subject they can pick up. We normally feel digital and control or network is easy. Sometimes they can make that as very challenging. This year I'm telling, easy subjects had some good questions, but maybe it is possible on a random year they make entire control systems very tricky. It's of course possible to make difficult questions in control system. It's not a rocket science, right? It's possible to make very good questions in digital also. They usually don't make, but it's quite possible. Okay, they can entirely focus on, ADC, DAC and sequential circuits and FSMs, and they can make good questions. They can skip the Boolean algebras and combinational circuit part, but they can, even from combinational circuit part, like the ripple adders, full adders, they can be really good questions. Okay, so they can make entire easy subject as all having all good questions. Anything is possible. Na? Okay, so now what is the message here? Every subject has to be studied. Almost every topic of the subject has to be studied, maximum syllabus coverage. At the same time, PYQs at least from 2010 onwards. And when you're practicing, your practice should comprise of easy, moderate, difficult, all level questions for every subject. I'm telling you, don't take your easy subjects also very cool. Sometimes you may miss out marks because of not scoring in control and digital. Okay, so that also you have to take care. Okay, so some easy subjects you have to prepare, with easy, difficult, and easy, moderate, and difficult all level of questions. This is what are the important observations from my side with respect to the technical subjects. If I talk about engineering mathematics, okay, MSQs are always expected in engineering mathematics. This year also MSQs are there from mathematics. Every year it will be there. Next year also you can expect. Okay, difficulty level. Like last year 2024 mathematics was on an easier side. This year I would put it as a moderate side. Okay, some different varieties of questions were also seen. So okay, so again moderate, and some unexpected area questions are there. Okay, but that is only one in any branch. But most of distribution is regular. You have a question from algebra, you have a question from calculus, that to maxima minima type of question. You have questions from contour, integral, and complex functions. You have basic probability questions. Okay, and then you have vector calculus, regular questions based on directional derivative and all those things. Distribution regular, MSQs are there, which always will be there. Past also has been there. Difficulty was better mathematics this year as compared to the previous at least 2 years if I compare. Okay, general aptitude, less weightage of verbal, I think around 3 to 4 marks. Okay, last year also it was pretty low. Last year I think it was only 3 marks. Okay, this year 3 to 4 marks in different branches. Okay, so major focus quant and reasoning part. Okay, even if you're not that great at English, forget it. This 3-4 marks is not going to change your fate. Okay, so if you're not good at English, you can leave it, the verbal part. Difficulty level was again moderate. I would not say very easy, not very straightforward, because some questions were taking time to read. Maybe the solution is easy, but you have to spend time. And again, in the exam hall, whenever you see a big question, maybe solution 1 line, question is 10 lines. Okay, but whenever you see a big question, you think a lot whether to attempt it or not to attempt it. Maybe after reading it, you come to know, okay, this is just a very simple question. But whenever you see a big passage, you first level, okay, it might be some time taking a difficult question. Okay, so such questions were there which were easy, but mostly with twisted language or either with a large language. Okay, so that is why I'll say difficulty level not very easy, but it was on a moderate side, but not difficult as well. Okay, not difficult, not at all difficult as well. Questions are more of logic based. I mean, if it's not any specific topic you have to study, if your common sense works, and if you have that patience of reading that particular length of the question, you will be able to solve it. Okay, if I talk about distribution, widespread, I mean questions are there from any year, because GS syllabus cannot be defined. Questions are there from reasoning part, questions are there from quant, and any topic they can touch, and they have touched it this year as well. At the same time, one topic especially I have highlighted every year, and every branch is getting the question. This topic next year also you thoroughly go one or maybe more than one question only from geometry and mensuration, very basic. But sometimes what happens is we miss out some basic properties, okay, basic theorems, and if we miss that, if it is not recalled in the mind that time, the question you miss it. Okay, so that is what. So some basic level, at least geometry and mensuration, you should have gone through. Rest you have to study the entire GA, but this is one topic I've specially highlighted. Okay, so not much to talk about in maths and GA, that's what I would say, but these are the major important highlights. This is what I've made a session for these points. Okay, so you go through it. I've explained each and every point, what I mean there, and what strategy you have to adopt in respect to these points. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you. And do you have any questions? Put it in the comment box. I'll read it and definitely reply to you. The comment box will be active for you. Bye bye. This is Rakesh Salveja signing off. Thank you and all the very best for your GATE 26 preparation.